So it is confirmed the superstar signing for Real Madrid is Michael Olise. And do I think this move is actually gonna happen? Do I think Bayern is gonna accept 150 million? I don't think so, but I do think they're gonna accept 180 million. And I think Perez is willing to break the bank. He's willing to go and sign him for 200 million. I won't be shocked if he does it. And if Bayern don't accept it, they are silly, because that is a crazy amount of money. How can you reject it? So either way, I think the move is gonna happen. And this is a signing that we've wanted for years. I would say almost decades. I don't think it's a decade yet. Ever since Gareth Bale started sitting on the bench, that is how long we've been wanting a player like Olise. A left-footed right winger that has pace, has dribbling skills, can score goals with his left foot. Someone who can beat defenders. We've wanted this type of player for years. Like, the reason why we've not had balance between Mbappe and Vinny Jr. is because we didn't have a right winger. Yes, we did have Rodrigo, but he was a right winger that was right-footed. Didn't offer the same strengths that Olise would add. However, I do think Olise is a superstar signing. Let's get into why is he so special. Why is he going to fix our team? Let's get into it. First of all, he's a central attacking midfielder that transitioned into a right winger. At Crystal Palace, he was kind of a player that played central attacking midfield, right wing. He used to switch those two. And that is the reason why he's so good creatively. He's one of those right wingers, a rare right winger, a player similar to Yamal. A great dribbler, great at scoring goals, but also has great vision, great assisting ability, great creativity. And usually, players that try to play central attacking midfield and then switch to right wing, usually they are not elite. Yes, they can play good. We've had James Rodriguez try and play right wing, didn't work out. Recently we've had Mastan Tuano, he's a central attacking midfielder, trying to play in the right wing position, and it also failed. Michael Olise is a success story of a player transitioning into the right wing position. So what does he offer? Vision. Like I said, his passing is elite. His corner kicks, his crossing, his free kicks are also even good. Passing wise, this guy is sensational. I can see him working well with Vinny, Bellingham, and Mbappe. But I think one of the most insane things about him is his dribbling. This guy's dribbling is next level. And it's a rare thing in today's day in football. You rarely see right wingers or left wingers that can beat the defenders constantly. This guy Olise, when his confidence is high, is unstoppable. We can go to the Real Madrid against Bayern match in which he cooked Carreras. He destroyed him. Literally, Carreras' confidence dropped like crazy since that match. And he's been dropped to the bench ever since that match. Olise, in that match, changed Carreras' career. That's how good his dribbling is. That's how good he is at being a right winger. He can change a defender's entire career. Although against Nuno Mendes, he did struggle quite a bit. He did score, he did still put some effort in and did have a good performance. But when it comes to beating a defender like Nuno Mendes, he's not necessarily there yet. But goal scoring wise, this guy, he does that same technique that Ian Robben does. Where he's on the right side of the pitch and he curves the ball in. He's sensational at this. He's so good at it. He even did it against Real Madrid. He did it against us to win the tie. This is the type of player that we need in the team. He completes our attack, completes our team, matter of fact. And all the best teams in the world are teams that are balanced. There are teams that have a left winger that is good at dribbling, a right winger that's also good at dribbling, and the left winger has the right foot, the right winger has the left foot. So how does he fit in this current Real Madrid team under José Mourinho? And this is only if Florentino Perez wins the election. Olise, he will play in the right wing position, but in a 4-2-3-1 formation, which this is how José Mourinho usually lines up his teams. This is how I see the lineup. You're seeing a central attacking midfielder. It's either gonna be Jude Bellingham or Arda Güler, I don't know. But this is how I think the team is gonna line up. But as you see this team, use your favorites. If we have this team, we're gonna go back to back on Champions League. We're gonna win every competition. It's basically an unstoppable team. Like, there's nothing I can complain about. It's extremely balanced, extremely dangerous. We are gonna cook the entire world of football. The world has to get ready if Olise joins Real Madrid. Now, you heard all the positives of signing Olise. Let's get into the negatives of signing Olise. Now, you're going to be shocked by some of the reasons why I say he's a negative. This one is a bit light. He's not like Vinny Jr., he's not like Mbappe, he's not this explosive winger that's just gonna bulldoze the defense and the defenders are not gonna be able to even catch up to him. No, he doesn't have that amount of speed. He's quite fast and quick, but he doesn't have that speed and pace that Mbappe and Vinny Jr. have. And then another issue is he's not that good at defending and pressing. That is something that forwards need nowadays. You need to be good at pressing, need to be good at defensive work rate. And from what I've seen from Olise, He might just be another Mbappe and Vinny Jr. That might be another issue. If we do sign this superstar, we're gonna have 3 superstars in the front who are not gonna press, who are not gonna put any effort in defensively. And that is my issue. He might just be another lazy character. He might just be another player that has a huge ego and he's not gonna do things and not listen to José or listen to whatever manager. That is an issue. That is seriously something I can see with Olise. If we sign him, he might seriously be another Mbappe and Vinny. Another thing that I can say is we don't need him. It's as simple as that. Now some of you guys are gonna be like, what do you mean? You said earlier in the video that we need a right winger and we've needed him for 10 years or something. Now listen here, we do need that type of profile. However, we don't need to spend 150 million to get that type of profile. Why? Because we have him in the team. Who is it? It's not Mastantuano, not Argula, not Brahim, not Rodrigo. Who is it? It is Endrick. Endrick. Let me show you some of his clips in case you think I'm being funny or you're laughing at what I'm saying. This guy's a generational right winger, left-footed, can beat defenders, has creativity, can score goals. And guess what? He's gonna cost us nothing. Matter of fact, we bought him already. The money has been spent on him already. We don't need to sign Olise because we have Endrick. This guy is younger than Olise, has a lot more potential. He's gonna play in this World Cup. Let's see how he performs. Let's see his level. But if we need truly a right winger, Endrick is there. He has speed, pace, skill, left-footed ability, goal-scoring ability, creativity. This guy is perfect. If we just trust in Endrick, we're gonna make it far and we're gonna have an insane front three of Vinny, Mbappe and Endrick. And I think it works out perfectly. Not to mention, Olise is not worth 150 million. He's not even worth 200 million. Like, Bayern Munich are actually insane if they value him so highly. Now, I understand why. They want to make as much money as they possibly can from him. However, and this might be a bit of a primitive mindset, let's compare him to Bale. Bale was far better than him. When we signed Bale, Bale was better than him in pretty much everything. And we signed him for only 100 million. I truly wonder how much Bale would have cost in this day and age. But anyways, Olise is not on Bale's level and he's not worth 150 million. And then the signing also causes problems with Rodrigo. What's gonna happen with him? Rodrigo is not gonna sit on the bench. He's not gonna be willing to sit on the bench. I don't think he's gonna want to compete with Vinny or Mbappe or Olise. I think Rodrigo, when he comes back from his ACL injury, he's gonna just play a few months and I think he's gonna go. That is unfortunate, but it is the reality if we do sign Olise. We talk about Rodrigo getting sold. Brahim Diaz is also gonna get sold. I've heard that Juventus have interest in Brahim Diaz, and that move could very well go through. If we do sign Olise, Brahim, there's pretty much no need for him anymore. Then you top it off with the fact that if we sign Olise, we might also still bring in Nico Paz. What the hell is this team gonna be? Are we gonna be a team full of just central attacking midfielders? Because Olise can also play there. If we sign Nico Paz and Olise, we're gonna be stuck with Jude Bellingham, Arda Michael Olise, Nico Paz, Brahim Diaz, Franco Mastantuano. It is just too many players in one position. And guess what you're gonna cause? You're gonna cause unhappy players. Players who are gonna leave the team. Players like Arda who even in these lineups is being disregarded. Because where you gonna play him in the starting 11 if you have Olise? You're gonna have Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouameni already on the pitch. Who are you gonna bench? Are you gonna bench Tchouameni? Are you gonna bench Valverde? Are you gonna bench Bellingham? What is the plan? That is the issue I have with Perez. He's a bit out of touch. And sometimes his decision making is just poor. And Olise is not a player that I think we need to spend that much money on. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Smash like on the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Peace out.